You pass one of them shot
Yeah,
glasses?
you can pass one of them things.
Yeah.
We had NBA Media Day today, or this week, on Monday. We got a couple headlines. That's happened. Thank you. That's happened. We have, obviously, Dame. We talked about last week just being traded to the Bucks. And then his former team, or the former player on the team, Jrue Holiday, got traded to Portland, and then got traded to the Celtics.
Celtics, right?
I'm stumbling over my words right now, but yeah. Well, what we looking at now? Like at one point in time, the Celtics, after the move of like trading away like Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, letting him go through free agency, and then getting KP back, that was a big splash, I would think. And then for what Milwaukee did with Dame,
yeah,
big splash. And it's like they keep one-upping each other at this point to fight for the number one seed in the East.
They could fight for that number one seed, but I think essentially, with barring injury and health-wise, it's going to come down to them two in the East.
Who do you like? What about the Knicks, though?
And I think that the Celtics
so
would
don't ignore
win.
me, bro. What about the Knicks?
Yo, pull up the East.
Yo, what about the Knicks? Yeah. Y'all really gonna just straight igngnore me?
No. I'm just pulling up I'm pulling up the rosters. That's all.
Shading me right now, man.
How you go from 1 to 2 to
3,
5 or 6?
3.
You know what I'm saying?
3. We beat the 3 seed last year. Or the 4 seed last year. I'm sorry.
You trying to just pull up the standings?
Yeah, I just want to see the teams.
Oh, okay.
Let's see the team. I mean, it would have been nicer to have them joints in probability, or they got Atlanta first. Like they're going alphabetical, but I don't know. What y'all thinking?
I'm Boston and Milwaukee, and I'm leaning towards Boston.
Yeah, I think me too.
I like the team better.
It depends on Chris Middleton, man. You know what I mean? I think this offseason he has a full offseason to work out, because whenever you have an offseason and an injury, you're not fully healthy, obviously, right? You're kind of like getting back to zero. He was at 0 this offseason. Now he's working his way back. So we just got to see what type of...
It definitely depends on Chris Middleton. You're right. Chris Middleton and the new coach, Adrian Griffin.
Yeah.
So on them two, you already know, like statistically, player-wise, dominance-wise, what you're going to get from Giannis and Dame. It's all of the surrounding pieces. You know what you could expect. Expect. Fuck. You know what you can expect. You know what you can expect from Brook Lopez, Bobby
Reboot
Portis.
Rodney, man. Yeah. Reboot Rodney.
Damn, son, that was crazy. From Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, even some of the role players. But it really is that bench. Chris Middleton, is he back to being Chris Middleton? Whatever, you know what I mean? And then new coach, what you about to implement?
And on the flip side, I think for Boston, it depends on KP's health, because he hasn't been necessarily playing in full health.
True.
You said KP. Porzingis.
Right.
I think that's a big part.
True.
So health plays a way.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both sides. You just stopped abruptly.
Yeah. I was looking for the word.
Yeah.
It plays a factor on both sides.
True. All right. I mean,
but that Jrue Holiday pickup, I think it helps mitigate. You lose Smart
what they've been
and
looking
you get
for.
Jrue.
But what they've been looking for. So now they get up 2-1.
And it
something that they've been looking for.
Stabilizes the team.
A point guard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got one of the best perimeter defenders, and he can score.
And he's still on the better end of his prime, I guess.
I feel like he's...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's 30, 32, 33?
34, I think.
34 now. I think he's like 32.
Probably like 30.
You want to pull it up? I think he's 34, bro.
He's 32. Yeah.
Because remember, he was one and done at UCLA. I feel like he's 34.
33.
33, yep.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he's good. He's good for them. Derek White, him and Derek White.
I seen the new Derek White look.
Yeah, that nigga crazy.
The shit was crazy. That headband hit all that, bro. That headband hit all that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so they got a good little team. Yeah. It depends what you get from KP, like you said, and Al Horford. Al Horford is kind of old now, so
But I think that's where there's a little big give because you had Al and Robert Williams last season.
Yep,
so Al had to be more offensive. Now you got KP, that's 19-9. Potentially if he plays.
Yeah,
so Horford just gotta be the defense.
If he can still do that, to your point, like being older.
Right, defense, especially in the East.
More than likely, it's
against
defense in
Embiid,
spurts, and you
Giannis.
honestly only need it against Embiid and Giannis.
But not necessarily. I mean, like you need to help defense because you still shuffle laterally. You know what I mean? That's a big part too.
I feel you.
But
But you got
excellent shape, but
especially if they go small. If certain teams go small, possibly, you know what I mean? Like that might give you trouble.
he's not going to play a lot during the regular season.
Yeah. I think
He's just going to start. And then
Who's the backup now?
you know how Iguodala played a couple years ago for the work. Like he'll be that.
Can you pull up the roster real quick? You think these are just for Boston? Who's going to be the backup to Horford?
she got the depth chart somewhere.
Yeah.
Where the depth chart at? Yeah, depth.
But
They just signed somebody.
who's so now? I mean, like obviously Boston has their.
Wenyan Gabriel.
Who the hell is that?
He was a Laker.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's
Oh
a Laker.
yeah.
Don't do that.
The
Don't
nigga
do
from
that.
Kentucky. My bad.
This nigga is real disrespectful.
I'm just saying. My bad.
He's a Laker, man. He's been putting in that work. He's been learning.
No
He's been
disrespect.
learning under Anthony Davis.
No
and
disrespect.
LeBron.
No disrespect.
He about to help them
And
real
not
quick.
necessarily-
No disrespect.
Horford doesn't necessarily have to start.
Nah, he starts.
I mean, he could start, but he doesn't.
He's going to play majority of the
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
though. He's going to play big.
Depending
not big
on what
minutes,
they
but
do with the roster.
He starts.
I think it all depends on what the backups look like.
Just not just because you could essentially Boston. They'll probably do something like Derek, Jrue, Jalen, Jason, and KP.
Who's the backup to KP?
O'Shea, Brissett,
Who's that?
probably a rookie.
Bro, they're going to play a lot of minutes in.
I mean,
But you could
that's
say the
what
same
happens
for.
when you're, you know what I mean? When you're
Your
top
benches-
heavy.
It's
your
top
benches-
6 heavy. Like
Yeah.
after those the 5
Yeah.
and your 6 man.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
now
know
that we
what
got
this is.
would you consider them a big three now instead of a duo? Boston? Or are they just a complete team now? Or not a complete team, but a team?
My opinion, they're more of a complete team, but they can be a big 3 because everybody naturally go like KP doesn't. He can be the third option.
But what about Jrue?
Yeah.
What about Jrue?
Looking at these rosters, man, that's a great starting 5. Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, and Al Horford.
Yeah.
But
After that?
the Warriors got a great starting 5. The Denver Nuggets got a great starting 5.
It's gonna be
Milwaukee
great
got a great
basketball.
starting 5.
But I think Denver may still have question marks, even though they're returning champs.
But y'all ain't let me finish.
Go ahead.
My Lakers got it like a solid 12. Like a solid, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
Here we
that's
go.
what I'm saying. Like these benches don't match up with our Lakers roster, the full roster.
Is it AD's team? Now all of a sudden niggas is quiet. AD go take a sip. Is this AD's team?
I mean, if he decides it
Oh,
for it to
boy.
be his team, you know what I'm
That, you
saying?
don't sound confident right there. You don't sound confident. And Serge hasn't said a word.
They're just acting up. But what was the question?
Exactly. See?
What was the question? Is
LeBron
it AD's team?
Yes, it's the AD's team.
Obviously not.
If it is AD's team and he takes over, it's a wrap.
You don't want it to be AD's team.
Is he gonna qualify for MVP talk?
He
can.
should.
Huh?
If he plays
That's the
65
question.
games,
Exactly.
yeah. If he plays 65
Yeah.
games, he'll be in the discussion. He always is.
So you like what is it? What do they call him? Lemon Daddy Paws? Austin Reeves?
What?
Lemon Daddy.
They call him Lemon Daddy Paws.
They call him Lemon Daddy Paws?
No,
No,
I'm saying Paws. But you like Austin Reeves as your third? Your third option?
That's the thing, yeah. Like, he's getting the publicity as being a third, but he's not paid like the third. He's not, like, you know what I'm saying?
DJ,
he
look at
falls
this lineup.
right in line.
Look at this, DJ. Look at the
What the heck does
starters,
that
then
mean?
the bench,
Exactly.
and the third.
That does DD mean? Pause.
Day to day.
I don't know. Hover over, see if it lets you know what it is.
Day to day.
It
The
could
hell
be
they
data.
got that right now for?
Preseason.
Oh, okay. Then that's crazy.
They said
But,
LeBron's
like-
not playing in the game.
Yeah, like, look at, like, all of our players are players, my nigga. Our players, my nigga. Like, our depth is what stands out behind us. Like, my only issue is LeBron over the course of a full season and playoffs.
What's that mean? high minutes.
That means
you don't want him to play high minutes.
Nah, that means he's 39. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know LeBron's gonna, you know what I mean, be LeBron. That's a tall task.
I think I'm hoping to get at least 60 games out of LeBron this season.
I mean, let Darvin Ham say he looking like year 3 for LeBron.
Yo, LeBron has consistently proven logic wrong. I'm just saying, it's illogical for the Lakers to still be building as him being like the main component. Like, I mean, obviously Anthony Davis is there too, but like when you go across the league, right? Our best player is a 39-year-old in his 21st season. Like, that's a disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage, but
I don't think so.
I initially didn't like it because I thought they was also building around LeBron. But when you look at the players, once Davis makes the change, these are plays you could put around Davis as well. And LeBron with the sugar on top.
Right.
So it's not like
snooze fest.
And when
it's not a snooze fest. We're ready for everybody.
You're correct.
Snooze fest.
You're right. When I say building around LeBron, I don't mean in terms of talent. All of these players like could play with Anthony Davis and get him the ball and also score off Anthony Davis. But what I mean about building around LeBron, like he's still the building block. He's still a focal point. Like he's still option 1 or 2. Like we still go how LeBron goes.
What's wrong?
We should not go how a 39-year-old goes because, you know what I mean? Logic will tell you that a 39-year-old is not going to hold up.
But it's crazy that 39-year-old averaged 28-9. Like, he's
consistent until he proves you differently. So it's like, why not roll with that? And then when's the next time y'all got draft picks? When's the next time you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different factors. They're probably just using this window for however long they can until AD gets.
Yeah, listen. They're extending it right now with these signings, and also low key, if need be, trade deadline. We got wonderful picks, wonderful pieces.
I mean, also it's like maybe D'Angelo turns it around this year of like what they envisioned when they initially drafted him. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know, but so it's
we're not going to pigeonhole ourselves into one specific area.
I'm not hating on y'all. I'm just saying, and I like Vando, so it's like,
Gabe Vincent, finals, you know,
no,
finals experience,
Christian Wood, Cam Reddish. Like, and I'm naming these are our 10th, 11th players, right? People that got potential that we're still expecting from.
Yeah,
and then you got the young guys, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, where it's just energy and whatever they give is accepted.
Oh wow, Gabe Vincent is on the bench.
Where would you think he was gonna go?
No, I just said he's on the bench.
Ain't no difference.
Look, what? Why y'all about to attack me for, bro? I'm just saying.
I was, you know,
D'Angelo.
He outperformed D'Angelo last year. That's all.
LeBron. What?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
He played better than D'Angelo last year.
Who?
Gabe Vincent.
No, he didn't.
I'm just saying.
Everybody's going off of what happened in the Western Conference Finals, but D'Angelo was lovely for us, and that starting lineup that we had, like. Yo, the only hope that the league has is that LeBron falls off. If LeBron was 100% healthy, I don't even want to go to last year, but if LeBron was 100% healthy last year, that's a 4-3 series either way.
For the Western Conference Finals?
Yep. 4-3 series.
And just on the topic of LeBron, and not to change it though, I didn't even really think about this stat. You know how LeBron's been injured in the past couple seasons?
Yep.
Yo, he would have passed that scoring record years ago.
Yeah.
Like.
Incredible, right?
Yeah. And then he would have still been playing now on it would have been 4 years on top of that.
He's basically doing what Steph is doing with the 3-point record. Sure. They're just extending that run. Like they're just going to extend the runway.
Oh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like coming through.
No one's going to touch that for a long period of time.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see. The closest person would be KD right now, and KD's on the back end of his career.
It has to be somebody like
I'm just saying.
Luka.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's
Steph's 3-point record is gonna get broken.
You think so eventually?
When?
Huh? When do you think?
At the rate that
I think people are shooting threes, the natural progression because you go from Reggie Miller to Ray Allen to Steve Nash to Curry.
It's not like it's gonna be Steph, Ray Allen. It's gonna be Steph, and then everybody's about to pass Ray Allen.
But
there's gonna be a bunch of new players.
Like Steph.
I think James is the closest one right now. I think He might be 4th or 5th right now.
Pull it up.
Yeah, I think James is like 4th or 5th.
Dame is up there. Clay is up there.
Yeah, but James, I think James is still like
all-time 3-point list.
I think James is still high though.
Yeah, James.
But
James Harden is definitely
these
high.
are all older players. All I'm saying, these are all older players you're talking about. You're mentioning.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the rate that threes are shooting now, like there's gonna be young kids, like whoever's the.
I just feel like it's gonna be a long. I just feel like it's gonna be a long time.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Damn, Ray Allen's still second?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Dame is 6th. Okay. Oh, James. Yeah, James is what, 3rd?
James is 3rd.
Yeah. I thought it was 4th.
Damn, Reggie Miller is still on that list. That's crazy.
That's
He's
what I'm
still
saying.
number 4. I mean, I think it's gonna be damn LeBron. Yo, LeBron, stop, my nigga.
Hey,
Stop what?
I'm
Niggas
in
on
it.
every list.
You got
That's.
Clay.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like people say he's not the GOAT or argue. You know what I'm saying he couldn't argue. Like he's making a case, bro.
This nigga's on every list. He's top 10 in 3-pointers.
Every list. Like quietly, bro.
All right.
Quietly.
He's at
Like it's crazy.
Yo,
You got to think about that.
Yeah.
LeBron James is top 10 on
And
all time.
And he couldn't shoot.
currently LeBron James is ahead of Klay Thompson in 3-pointers of all time.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
But Clay did miss 2 seasons though.
I know. And LeBron played, definitely way more games.
But the crazy thing is, how many more seasons does Clay really have?
He can catch and shoot until he
True.
doesn't want to do
Yeah,
it
that's
anymore.
Go down the list a little bit.
He could
I
play a
want
long
to see
time.
some of the
Clay's number 11.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Where's KD? KD's what? 21st?
He's 21, yep.
Damn, Kobe's 23rd?
Look, Buddy Hill's already on here. And he's not
29.
even a star player, but he's a new kid. I want to see some new people on here. I want to see who's cracked
Where's
it
Trey
already.
at? Is
CJ
Trey-
McCollum, 38. Danny Green. Kyrie, 41. Bradley Beal, 47.
Bradley Beal.
And that's the top
Tim
50.
Hardaway Jr.?
Tim Hardaway Jr. See,
Is top 50? No disrespect, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
there's
feel like
gonna
every
be-
time I see him, he misses, nigga.
I wonder how Trae Young's not
Especially
on
for the
here already.
Knicks. Huh?
That's who I was thinking
Trae
was going to
Young,
That's
be.
what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Luka, all of them about to be
Yeah.
on there.
But I'm saying I feel like it's a long, and this Steph is still playing.
Yeah.
How long can Steph play
He's
for? You know what I mean?
definitely going to be the record holder for a while. But
Yeah.
Steph
it's
is-
going to be broken before the all-time.
And just in
Steph
terms
is
of injury,
he's
that's
doing
what
the
I'm saying.
Kareem of the, like, he's setting it right
Yeah,
now.
that's
Like,
what
he's
he's
going to
like-
just eclipse it, set it,
Yeah.
and somebody's going to come along
Yeah,
because
he's setting the record.
he's
Will it
setting
take?
it.
I guess my question is it going to take 38 years, like it took the
That's what I'm
all-time?
saying. No.
Okay.
No,
That's what
I'm
Okay.
convinced everything was going to happen within my lifetime at
Damn.
this point.
Okay. Then that's
I'm convinced.
okay. All right.
At
I'm
this
with
rate,
that.
No, I'm just
Bruh.
asking a question.
35 right now. By
Hey,
the
yo,
time I'm
Steph-
40,
Look, but Steph is 34, 35. What?
Yeah,
Which one?
35, I think. Yeah.
He cannot be 35.
And so, I mean, what do you think about Golden State? You think CP starts? Does he come off the bench? Like, what do you
He
think?
has to come off the bench. He has to come off the bench.
35, yeah.
And do you like their roster? What do you see them in the West?
I love their roster with CP3 coming off the bench, but he has to come off the bench. Like
See,
the fact that he has it,
look at the depth chart already. Starter.
that's probably for the
Media day.
for preseason.
Draymond's out. He would have started.
Yeah, Draymond's out. He got injured. He's injured.
That's a small ass lineup though.
You know how Golden State, they always
I
have
know.
a routine death lineup.
But they could definitely do that because I mean, only bigs you got to really defend is Embiid and fucking Jokic. Everyone else really doesn't have a serviceable center like that. An
Once that
offensive
lineup
threat.
gets corrected, like Steph, Clay. We went over Steph, Clay,
Yep.
Wiggins, Draymond, Looney. Best starting 5 last year. Hopefully they'll continue that, playing how they play.
Keep just rolling
Nah.
it in. Yep. The momentum.
Chris Paul, Kuminga, Moody, Peyton,
I mean, I don't like.
Saric.
I'm not opposed to that starting lineup right there though.
The starting lineup. That is the starting lineup.
That starting lineup.
That's going to be the starting lineup?
It should be the starting lineup.
And
the fact that Chris Paul has not come out and be like, I volunteer to come off the bench, whatever Steve Kerr says is what's going on.
Yeah.
The fact that he's trying to let this be a discussion of, we still have to see how it goes. And like, Chris Paul, stop it. You're 37, 38 years old. You should be coming off the bench regardless. And you're not even, like, you should be in bubble wrap till April, man. Like, the fuck is this nigga talking about? Acting like he should be starting getting heavy minutes and playing like he don't be injured all the time. I don't understand it. And it's his ego. He should be coming off the bench. Like, it's plain and simple.
I mean, I don't think he plays starters minutes.
He could start, but he's definitely gonna have to go to the bench early.
Yeah, what?
That's what I'm saying. And play with the second unit. Somehow figure it out.
Every team in the NBA is hoping the Warriors start a backcourt of Steph and Chris Paul. They'll eat them up defensively. Come on.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I'm curious to just see how it works
with a slow-footed Klay Thompson.
So that's your backcourt? Nowadays, yeah.
I was just going to say, so is Klay the best that he's going to be? Like,
he's going to be better this year.
I don't know if he's going to be better. Unfortunately, because coming off of Achilles and ACL, that's a tough task, and you're only getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be the only thing I would say. Was this his second season back? This is gonna be his second season, yeah.
Is upcoming, or this past season was his complete first or second?
I think this past season was his first complete.
Yeah.
No. The championship season was his. I don't know if he played a full year, but he
came back.
He came back.
So this is third. So,
yeah. Okay.
But that championship season.
Yeah.
He was still rehabbing in the beginning of the season, and he played, I guess, in January or something.
Yeah, because that was a top 75.
It's gonna give him grace because
it was a dunk and all
that long.
Yeah, and just to make it bond. So he didn't start off the season, but last year he didn't play in the off season. He didn't train. He rested his body. He was he didn't want to get hurt. So it already
came off.
So he was rusty and never caught his real rhythm.
Yeah.
So now this season,
he feel like he
should be.
He should. If he doesn't get it this season, then it's a wrap.
I just injuries catch up to you. That's all I'm saying. I mean, hopefully he does have a great season because I like him, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
How much further you can push yourself.
He should. He didn't have Klay Thompson's year.
Yeah.
But
he still proved himself to be back last year.
But is it championship quality that he turned out? You know what I'm saying?
They won a championship.
You know what I'm saying? Last year is all I'm saying.
21-4-2.
That's what I'm saying.
They won a championship immediately after him coming off an injury.
But this is a new team now, and they're older. That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah. But he's proven that he's back from the injury. He's trying to recapture
the old Klay.
60 points and 11 dribbles Klay.
Yeah, I got you. What do you see the finishing in the West? What's your prediction for the Warriors?
If their chemistry is right, the Warriors gel off chemistry. Their system, their Steph, Draymond, the way they play, Steve Kerr, his adjustments, and his overall system. When they click in their chemistry, championship is their aspirations and their goal and what they're capable of.
And let's just say that doesn't happen. Where do you think? What exit?
I think they're good enough that they're definitely a playoff team.
Okay.
They're competing. They're definitely in the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Also, I don't think we can go away from the fact that depending on how everything goes, Chris Paul is a trade piece as well at the trade deadline. The same way they did D'Angelo Russell a couple years ago. Let's see how this goes. If it's not, it's still Chris Paul. A team always needs a point guard.
Yup.
You think Phoenix comes calling?
Nah.
Okay.
It was just a Phoenix.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think they'll need him. To be honest.
Damn.
I don't think they'll need him.
So you think?
I don't know where he would go.
So at that point, if Chris Paul is playing poorly, I don't think I'm going to trade. I wouldn't trade for him.
Not necessarily playing poor. I mean, it could be a multitude of things. It could be the system just doesn't fit with Golden State. Maybe a team sees him, how he could be effective. You've seen what he did in OKC.
But if he doesn't have that magic with older guys,
but it's what you're
older
asking
team.
him. If you're not asking him to be CP3 of old, it's just give me a little bit of that. Stabilize the team. That's it. Stabilize the team.
A new CP3 regardless because he's coming off the bench. So
not yet.
But how like it just it makes too much sense to come off like in this type of system. It fits you.
We just gotta wait till the season starts.
It makes sense. Like I don't have to play as much. We're gonna win just as many games.
We just
I'm gonna have a lot of off nights. I'm gonna play with Steph and Clay, everybody from time to time. Come on, that's
just gotta wait and see. You know what I mean?
I was reading reports that they were working out Dwight, but they're not gonna sign him. But I think they missed out on that. I would have liked Dwight and CP as a little off the bench.
I think they need Dwight, or Dwight is still capable if his head's in the game.
Yeah, he's serviceable for sure.
But and not to be Dwight, Orlando Magic, like Dwight on the Lakers.
Yeah,
play
for sure.
Defense.
Play a role.
But
even without trying, he could give you 10 and 10.
Right. But Chris Paul, your whole veteranship, being a veteran, however you want to put it, being a leader, being president of the NBA, whatever players union, just being Chris Paul, the point guard. You have failed your first test as far as becoming a veteran and transitioning into being that role. Like, you should have been volunteering to come off the bench. It should not be a question at all.
Why? I'm CP3.
Exactly. You're not CP3.
I am. You can't tell me any otherwise.
All right. And that's
just saying.
Come February, we'll see February.
P, they want me to come off the bench. They want me to come off the bench. It's one of those situations.
Banana boat.
It's one of those situations. Melo had to learn. Russell Westbrook had to learn. Come on, man. Like, and what there is no other reason for Chris Paul to start other than I'm Chris Paul.
But also, you're Chris Paul.
Yep.
The starting point guard is Stephen Curry.
Yes.
Wardell. Steph don't want to play point guard no more, dog. Steph just want to catch and shoot, dog.
The starting point guard is Stephen Curry.
Steph just want to catch and shoot, dog.
Bro, Chris
give
Paul.
me that shooter pocket, baby.
Yo, Chris Paul.
It's no hate to Chris, but it's Stephen
Curry.
Hate
to Chris. No hate to Chris Paul. CP3 point guard. No hate.
No rings.
In your prime,
just saying,
they would ask Steph, would you mind playing shooting guard?
Yo,
would you?
Steph
for us?
Steph wants to play shooting guard this year, dog.
But they would in Chris Paul's prime, if they happen to be on the same team, they would ask Steph Curry at 35 years old, do you mind switching over to point guard, switching over to shooting guard, and letting Chris Paul handle point guard?
That's not a diss to Chris. That's
how good Steph is. He's battling Magic Johnson for all time, even though Magic came out and said, nah, bro.
Not today, my nigga.
But
gave him the stats.
Like, come on, Chris Paul, like, stop it at 38 years old, injury prone, on a different team.
But
with Steph Curry being the point guard of the team, of you being a leader, the best leader, like that they could wish for to lead the second unit.
Don't give me air quotes, man. Don't do the air quotes, man.
I'm saying to lead the second unit. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
Fuck it. You know what? If we see each other in the playoffs, go ahead. Start Chris Paul. Do what you want to do. Start him.
Austin Reeves will cook that nigga right now. What?
Don't disrespect, man. But
you heard what Pat Bev said. Combs.
I didn't really give you a prediction on the Bucks and Celtics who in the Knicks who comes out of the East.
So coming out of the East, I'm leaning towards the Celtics, between the Celtics and the Bucks.
Okay.
Not the Knicks.
Yeah, crazy.
I just like the team better.
You got the Celtics.
I got the Celtics.
Who you got?
But
I don't even know what you're asking me.
I got the Celtics, but I have a healthy respect for the Dame and Giannis. Like that. That's unlimited potential even at this time. I feel like because
right
of
now,
what it
on
does.
paper, I got Dame and Giannis.
I can't. I
Out of
can't. Like,
winning it all or out of the East?
oh wait, what is this question?
I'm saying out of the East. I'm asking out of the East.
Celtics.
Out of the East?
Yeah.
What you got?
Celtics out of the East because I think it's about that time to do the Lakers and Celtics again. That's all.
Based on the Celtics' history,
They might just come up short.
yeah, they're gonna come up short.
Is that because
And
you're a
they're
Laker
not-
fan?
Huh?
Is that because you're a Laker fan?
Nah,
And they-
I'm talking
But
about
look at
based on the Lakers'
look at-
recent history with
No, I'm
Celtics-
saying, I don't know if it's
Celtics.
fuck Boston. That's all I'm saying.
with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown leading the way,
Yeah.
young or old, with whoever else on the roster,
Yeah.
they have come up short. Not each, but like theoretically, they've come up short. Like in the finals, you could have said that they were the better team, that they
Got you.
had
That
the
was
upper
almost
hand. Last year, they should have made the finals. The year before, they should have done this. They should have done that. They're always in position, but they always fall short. Like
I think
are they going to get over the hump? That's the question.
the
Gotcha.
finals year, I think I'll give them leeway because it was the Warriors and it was Steph and he played out of his mind.
Yeah, you don't want
But-
to. Yeah,
But on those other like last season especially, prime example, you should have beat the Heat. It shouldn't have been
Facts.
close,
Facts.
in my opinion.
Facts.
right.
Like you caught them at a beautiful time. Could have had a nice little easy way to the finals, and I think that would have been a much better matchup.
Right.
Nuggets
Denver.
and Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
for sure.
competitive. It's different.
So
Facts. Yeah.
based off of that alone, yeah, even though Giannis almost dropped the ball, you could say last year, but he was hurt.
You got hurt.
Dame and Giannis,
Pick and roll.
theoretically, in your mind, you envision them not dropping the ball if they're in position.
Because they
They got a
haven't
closer.
yet by
So
themselves. You know
They
what I'm
got a
saying?
closer,
Like,
man.
that's crazy. You give Giannis Dame and you give Dame Giannis.
Pick and roll is gonna be
that's
crazy.
exactly what they did.
Yeah.
That's
Are they the
exactly
best
what they
duo?
did.
Are they the best duo now?
We got to see it. We got to see it.
We gotta see. It's unlimited.
It's crazy.
Remember them Steve Nash, Stoudemire pick and rolls back in the day? Carmelo and Johnson. Like this
Yeah.
is pick. What do you want?
This is
you want
epic.
Giannis
Yeah.
coming down the middle, or you want me at the half court line?
No, this is gonna be big time. I mean,
The
still,
only thing
still
that's on
Knicks
our
in
side
6,
is
but I get
age.
it.
Who?
Still Knicks in 6, but I get it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna beat the Knicks in 6. Yeah,
Knicks
you're
in
right.
6.
Yeah.
But I understand what y'all talking
You
about.
see what the Knicks is doing? They got all the Wildcats posing.
We collected
They
talent,
got a
baby.
college
We
team
collected
posing.
national championship
They got
talent.
a college team posing together. They got the Wildcats posing with sunglasses.
Shout out to
Yeah, y'all
Villanova.
niggas
Shout out
is
to
not
Jay
going
Wright.
Listen,
anywhere, my nigga.
Yo, thanks for producing champions.
Nah, with respect
That's
to the
going to
Knicks,
transition into the Knicks.
that y'all are in place
Embiid's
for
going
that
to the
second
Knicks.
tier of
Embiid's
of
going to the
Heat.
Knicks.
Like
They
he.
not going.
Embiid's going to the Knicks.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We got a lot of draft stock. We got
Weren't
Julius
you
Randle.
saying you didn't want Embiid on
Because I thought prior to this Dame trade, I thought we were going to get Giannis because Giannis was a little bit unhappy prior to this Dame trade. So I'm thinking we're going to, you know what I mean?
Giannis still
Throw a
hasn't
little shimmy
signed
shimmy.
anything
He
yet.
still has, exactly. He still hasn't signed anything. So the second best thing we can do, of course, I didn't want Embiid, but I'm saying he's the
Mhm.
second best option.
Niggas ain't even want you, my nigga.
I mean, he's the second best option. You know what I'm saying right now. So I mean,
He's
he's
gonna-
going to be unhappy. They're not going to win there.
Bro, he's
and
gonna have the same
76ers.
reaction to the Knicks the way Barbosa had. Leandro Barbosa when they scared him into saying he was gonna be traded to the Knicks back in the day, he cried.
No, we're better than that now. We're a better organization.
You're in
better
second-
talent.
Bro, you
All I'm saying is
you got to worry about Cleveland and Miami and
we beat
Philly.
we beat Cleveland, or we get Donovan next year because Donovan hasn't signed. Even though we don't need Donovan, I'm just saying we have that option too. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Damn, that's crazy. With Milwaukee and Boston doing what they did, they've clearly put everybody else
They're top heavy, yeah,
like down. Like
for a couple years now. If as long as the Bucks can stay healthy, it's crazy.
Not
But
even
I
a
mean-
couple years because the East, just as the West, in my opinion, they got a lot of up and comers. Like
Yes.
if everything goes right, they
But y'all
can
got
make
more
it
balance
interesting.
though. Y'all got more balance, and I think there's gonna be a lot more fighting in the
Oh,
in the East. I'm sorry, in the West.
Honestly, it's gonna be fighting, but it's gonna be on it's tiered. On the West, it's fighting for like something real.
Yeah.
Like we're fighting for
That's
a
what I'm saying.
championship. East, we're fighting for playoff positioning, a better performance. It's
Exactly.
still gonna be a fight.
You said, what did you say?
regardless.
Better performance?
Yeah.
What about your boy Charlo, man, in that camp? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, bro? What's happening with your camp? What's up with What's your man? The fighter of the year? I mean, the trainer of the year. What's his name?
What's wrong with the trainer of the year? What's wrong with the trainer of the year? 2 of his fighters was in the biggest fights this year. What's wrong with that?
Oh boy,
2 of his
victories
fighters.
now.
Come on,
moral victories now. Huh? That's what we giving away.
That was crazy.
Because his fighters don't do nothing.
30 seconds in, my nigga.
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
That was crazy.
And it wasn't training of the year. He was telling Charlo exactly what he needed to do.
He stuttered.
I'm not gonna lie. I was proud of Charlo, man.
Listen, wait.
I was. No. My
Stop,
immediate,
DJ.
you know what I'm saying? My immediate reaction was, this nigga, you know what I mean? He stood there.
You're stuttering. You don't believe the words you're talking about right now.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? I'm still a fan.
4 years of calling this nigga out.
All right.
And this is what you provide us?
Let me go into it though.
And what did I say? Hold on. What did I say about All Access last week?
What?
I talked about when he was like, he put Canelo as a headliner. He didn't put himself. I already knew he was going to lose right then and there.
That's not why he lost.
Yes. No confidence.
That's what.
And once he got in the ring,
that's how he displayed it.
No power.
That's how he displayed it. I ain't gonna front.
All right. So soon as the match started, y'all have to. I showed you earlier what Canelo was doing. Soon as the match started, Canelo gave Charlo the biggest respect because he jumped on him from the jump. Like he suffocated him. He didn't let him move. He didn't let him get comfortable. And I felt Charlo was defending everything well. He took the punches good, but I think once he felt him, that's when it was like, oh shit. Because he wasn't doing the same, like he was moving around, he wasn't throwing back. He was running. And his feints weren't looking good. Like he was hesitating every time.
He was running.
He wasn't running. He was trying not to get hit. He was boxing. He was boxing.
Yo, and I thought he was catching Canelo with a couple hits.
He was.
I thought he caught him a couple. I thought he was going to really catch him.
But that's the thing. He was catching Canelo and it wasn't doing that.
Canelo walked him down. He gave him his own medicine and walked him down.
This is why there's weight classes for a reason. This is why weight classes for a reason. Canelo acted like he didn't feel nothing Charlo was doing.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
Charlo is a powerful
weight class you win, my nigga. That nigga punch you dead in the face.
And what we talked about before, once you start dancing in the ring and getting like your confidence is all.
Once you do this,
the salsa,
I saw it. Yeah, it was a wrap.
You get
but also that punch that he hit Charlo, I was watching Charlo specifically, not the uppercut, where Charlo went on the knee.
When he turned
it. I seen it, and I seen Charlo grimace, and I was like, oh. And he went down on that knee, and I was like, good move.
Because it was delayed, too.
It was
the Ron Garcia punch.
He got hurt. And did y'all see the post-fight interview?
Yeah,
so
I did.
he was like, yeah, that's the first time he ever felt woozy. So he had to take that knee, but he recovered.
Well, he recovered well.
He recovered well, but even after that, I think that was...
He's never been down before?
Not like that.
Nah, not like that.
No,
not like that.
Nah, that's the first.
That's the first time he's ever been down.
Yeah, in his fighting. He's been hit, but never like that.
Where it's delayed and he got on the knee.
I didn't. He didn't even look like he felt woozy to me. He looked like he took it well.
Honestly, to be honest with you, it could have been the other twin, my nigga.
Stop.
The other twin with the mental issues.
Wait, no, wait. I'm gonna go into that after.
My nigga, it didn't seem like the other aggressive Charlo. If you're like thinking about it, he wasn't aggressive at all. The other Charlo barks a lot. And he's more the aggressor. And he wasn't the aggressor.
It's Jermel that's the aggressor.
Which one is this one? I don't.
Jermel, this is the crazy one. Jamal is the cool.
Since they're twins, they did a reversal, my nigga.
Nah, they didn't even reverse.
That's what it seems like.
But they're saying the other one would be a better matchup.
The other one is that's the one he was supposed to fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like it just seemed. I'm saying it looked like they swapped basically.
Nah, they didn't.
The mentality was different.
I understand, but something that people, when you say that, people are taking everything that Canelo did away. I don't think people realize Canelo did, he made that happen.
Yes.
No matter what Charlo did, Canelo made that happen.
Made what happen?
Walking him down. I'm not feeling, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, Charlo was hitting him. He did catch him and he didn't do nothing. And it made Charlo hesitate.
Canelo got on the inside quickly.
And from the very beginning. Power, and he didn't want to get knocked out.
That was it.
What he did is not wrong, but it's everything prior to the fight. Telling me you're lying and barking up the tree and you're making it seem like you're gonna have a different performance.
4 years.
And he's had great performances up until this time.
4 years, dog. Calling him out.
At the very least,
opportunity.
What people desire, at the very least, like Errol. he was getting his ass beat, but he was still trying. He was still there.
Not
He was
really.
fighting in there. He wasn't walking away. He wasn't running, circling the ring with Terrence.
I think that's just out of habit.
Nah, I understand, but that's
how
something that's a
Charlo
consensus.
fights, though. Like
But-
he doesn't like run. He's more aggressive.
Yeah, but he's smart.
a mover.
He's a mover,
Yeah,
but he does get down. And when he was trying to get down, Canelo was ready to do it. And
I think
he wanted to catch something. He wanted to catch something.
Felt where he loses points is he just didn't want to get embarrassed, and that's the fact. He could have did a whole lot more. He could have really gave Canelo a fight. He just would have taken a higher risk. And he probably would have ended up on his back. He would have, like, you know what I mean? It was a potential for him to really take an L and look stupid or look crazy. And he didn't want to do that. And that's what sucks about it. And that's where he loses points.
He mentioned that at the post-fight press conference. He was like, I'm not them other niggas. I didn't get knocked out. He said it. He said, I didn't get knocked out. I still feel like I'm the best. Now I'm like, all right, you got Adrian Broner delusion at this point. Calm down, go back to 54, get your title back. And get, because nobody's going to remember this. Like, it's Canelo. Like, Caleb Plant, he lost to Canelo, came back, won his next fight.
By a knockout, though, too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Caleb at least went out on the shield.
Yeah.
But, like, it's Canelo. You can come back from this easily. Just go back to your weight class.
Losing to Mayweather.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Like, he's good.
No, it's a win-win. That's what we were talking about before, though.
But we're in the age of social media. You've seen the jokes this week.
Oh, yeah.
Unforgiven. And this is what brings me to my next point. Jamal Charlo. He had a live yesterday. Came out. So his kids is getting bullied at school because Jamel lost. And he was like, yo, this like keep it between the fighters. Like the kids have nothing to do with it. So he, being the big brother, he wants to fight Canelo, Jamal. Yeah. The older brother.
When he said keep the kids out of it, who is he talking to?
I guess other kids. But like, but I guess it's fans. Like, there's people at the fights and like comments, like overall social media comments on the line.
It's part of it.
It's part of it. It's part of it. But he's going through something clearly. But I think so. His next fight is against Jose Benavidez Jr. next month. Okay, he signed up finally.
So he's ready to fight
next month.
But he just stands still. I feel like Benavidez. Or Jose, I'm sorry.
Jose? Yeah. It's a good first fight for him. Because he wants to do that. Because
he's a brawler.
He wants to fight Caleb after and then fight Canelo.
After he got the shit smacked out of him, he better.
Oh, wait. My fault. I didn't want to hop off this. But
pause.
What y'all said, what y'all saw on Saturday with Canelo, do y'all want to see him and Terrence still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see him and Terrence, but I want to see him and David Benavidez. The winner of Boo Boo and David makes much more sense. Somebody bigger than him.
It looks like more of a long shot for Terrence to really do anything. Like
it's no disrespect to Terrence, but like Jermell is 154. He came up. That's 2 weight classes. Yep. Terrence is 3, bro.
I get you.
Yeah.
And Terrence is more willing to fight, and more than likely he'll probably go out on the shield.
More skillfully matched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's arguable that if you want to say Terrence is more skilled than Canelo, you could say that. That's an argument.
But you
can have that argument.
No, you made a great point. I mean, I would definitely, now that you say that,
he would have to Mayweather him. Like if I'm Terrence Crawford and I want to prove myself, if I'm 100%, if I really feel like I'm that nigga, I want that fight because I feel like I could outbox him and not get caught and win off points basically.
But it'll be the same question because it's like, all right, with Charlo, are my hits gonna hit? Like, is he gonna feel anything? And am I gonna feel anything when he hits me?
But going into the fight, knowing that your hits are not gonna do anything, and you're trying to win off points, then it's a different thing. That got into Charlo's head. Like he hit Canelo, I gotta hit him dead in his face. The nigga ain't back up. Now he's scared to throw punches.
Yeah,
but if you had just kept throwing them punches and winning off points, my nigga, you could have still did something.
But you can't trade punch for punch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta. Did you see the fight Canelo had with Bivol, with the one he lost?
Yeah.
The bigger, like he was losing because of volume and he was getting suffocated.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like if Charlo just kept the offense,
output,
that's it. Keep like Derek James was saying it. Like let your hands go. Yeah. Like he's beating you. Like
I mean,
like he was giving them good.
I mean, that's not great advice. The world can see that, my nigga. Anybody could have told this nigga, yo, throw your hands, my nigga.
But like that's the mentality. I'm saying all he had to do was let it go.
He froze, bro. That's it. The lights were too bright.
That's
all. Yeah, he looked like the lights were too bright.
That's all. Lights were too bright, but I think it's more so he didn't want to get
But that's fine
once
too.
he realized if I do what I want to do, I'm gonna get slept or something's gonna happen. He said, "No, let me take this road.
Yeah.
Let me move around. Let me make it active. Let me make this a high."
Is that going to be something that's going to be like lurking in his mind now? Is that going to fuck with him?
Should be.
You know what I'm saying? Like him not going out that way.
Then that's a serious thing because
I
I
want to see ego, not with his boxing
You
capability.
never know.
You
Some
never
people
know, but
can't
that's why you want to see. That's why you want to see the next fights. The next fight is going to be indicative of what his mindset. But that's a real thing. But it's, as I said, it's Canelo.
Yeah.
Like if it's anybody to lose to, like you said earlier for Canelo Floyd, it's like you just got taught a boxing lesson. And Canelo, if he beats David Benavidez, that's why I want him to fight him next. I think that he'll have fought everybody at this point that's available.
Minus Terrence Crawford.
Minus Terrence.
Yeah.
For like big fights. And Terrence would be the one fight that's left if he wants to entertain it. But did you see that press conference? He said he's not interested.
Yeah, he's not interested.
Canelo said that?
He's not interested. You never know what they like. Money talks. I'm gonna say that. Money talks.
Yeah.
I don't think that he feels like that's a proof. Like that's not gonna prove anything for Canelo if he beats Crawford.
Because I think you think that's like a lose-lose. Because if you beat Crawford, you're supposed to. If you lose to him, is his name? His name is not Mayweather enough for you to.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And then not to go back on like the moment I knew that Canelo was going to win the fight, it's like, you know, with the All Access and they're like warming up on the pads and punching the gloves. He was playing with his son, like shadow boxing with his son, and then like Charlo was all tight and his brother came in, kind of like stole us, like sucked the air out of the room because they weren't talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was like, it was like kind of weird, and I was like, oh, Canelo's going to win because it seemed like Canelo knows how to lock in when it needs to lock in.
You know what I'm saying? He goes to work.
When I felt like Charles was gonna lose was like the weigh-in or the day in before. When
the weigh-in was good. He was all right.
When Canelo flexed and Charlo looked over, like it was partly because like he was because the crowd. I think it was the lights was too bright. Everything was like he was looking at the crowd. He looking at everybody cheering for Canelo. He looked at Canelo flexing. Canelo looked diesel. He was like, shit. Then he tried to do his little thing. At that moment, I was like, all right, this
from
thing
what
is
I saw, he kept everything. He kept everything as good as he could. Because there's like that Canelo fan base, ain't nobody, unless you're Floyd Mayweather, you can't handle it. Yeah. I don't care. You're not going to handle it.
He looked a little shook from that fan base.
But he tried, like, I liked his little walking around the streets, trying to control it. But
who's that?
Charlo. He tried. But a lot of the things that I was also looking into was Charlo's mental. Like, I thought he had the skill enough, but you know how him and his brother had a public falling out recently? I seen this video prior to the fight. Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, his brother's here, his mind is right.
Now, when his brother went in for the second time, I knew it was a wrap. Remember, he dabbed him up initially, then he kind of like, it felt like it was more about him, the brother.
Jamal?
Whatever. I don't know these niggas.
I don't know what
I just know the Charlo brothers.
They had it's just been really bad in recent weeks. And for him to show up, I feel like, because Jermell had an interview prior, he was like, yo, my brother's not here to be the fire. Like, I don't have that. Usually I'm there for his fights, and I don't have that in this fight. And I was like, okay, that's something big.
Nah, it just...
But again,
you don't do that
that's
before
the mental.
Right
That's what I'm saying. That's just the mental. Like, I'm thinking, all right.
But then go to Charlo. I mean, go to Canelo's when he just knows how to be present, if that makes sense.
Yo,
he knows how to just turn it on.
And I don't know why they kept saying Canelo's younger than Charlo.
Yeah.
It would by a couple months.
But mad fights under his belt, though.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I want to see. I mean,
what's next for Charlo? You think he fights Tim Tszyu?
The winner of that, Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza.
Tim Tszyu, I think Tim Tszyu.
Oh, Tim Tszyu's gonna win, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll fight that. And for Canelo, he said he's coming back May 5th. Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And as I said, Boo Boo and Benavidez are fighting. So I think he's gonna fight the winner of that.
Winner of that.
It just makes sense.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, it's early, but what do you think about the Boo Boo Benavidez? Boo Boo's so awkward.
Which is his
and no power.
That's his style though.
No, I know. I'm not knocking him. I just feel like he's gonna give Benavidez some like issues. I'm not saying like he was gonna win. You know the nigga that fought Floyd Mayweather, that nigga that was like bad? That nigga, you gonna do some shit like that.
You know what? Did you remember the Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight? It's going to be like that. It's going to be competitive to begin it, and Benavidez is going to catch him. And that's why I think it's the best fight. I'm not saying he's going to beat Canelo, because everybody that I thought was going to give Canelo problems or be competitive, he's wiped out, like, easily.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everybody.
No, but and then also has Benavidez been? Can he take a punch? We don't know. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, from who?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Not Canelo.
You're right. He's another one that's been barking up that tree for years. So you might as well.
That's what I'm saying. So I would definitely love to see that fight.
And that's just the Spanish, the Mexican.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Cinco de Mayo. What?
Facts. Talk about pride. I mean, we didn't talk about it earlier, but Embiid chose to play for Team USA. What do y'all think about it? He didn't play for Team Cameroon or Team France. He chose to play for Team USA.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
I'm just asking. He wants to play for his son. You don't like it? Why?
I don't like what it means. Like, I like if you play for the team that you really
come
about.
From. Yeah.
Like,
play it here though.
I don't like when like it be having USA players go play for some other country. Like, just because you're not good enough to play for the Team USA, so you like somehow, some way get citizenship in another country and then you play for them. Like, unless you really adapt to that country and you've been living there for years and you assimilate into that culture, but which I guess Embiid did, but
But I mean, some people dream. Yeah, some people dream to like. Some people dream is to make it to America. I mean, that's their dream, man. And then to do that is to seed and to like make it out of where you come from. Like that's a great thing. I mean,
isn't it a representation of the USA though? Essentially,
yeah. How they say that's air quote. That's air quote. Pull yourself out of your bootstraps and all that other bullshit.
Like the way it looks, the way it was done.
Got you.
Because it looks like, we just need you to play for Team USA. Join our team. Join our team. Join our team.
Yeah. Every week there's somebody coming out. It's like the Avengers.
Yeah.
One week is LeBron. Next week Steph.
Yeah.
I mean,
but what they need to do, like
he has every right to play for Team USA.
But he can play for Team Cameroon and just give those. Well, NBA Africa's there too. You know what I mean? Like, just build that bridge, continue to build that bridge. But
like, you know what I mean?
But it is what it is. But he's doing it for his son, so I get it.
But honestly, I was just about to say, the reason he gave is a great reason. His son was born here, and he want to honor his son. Like, your son is like, all right, that's a dope reason.
But also, that's not to say, let's say he wins the gold medal with USA. That's not to say he can't play for this team down the line.
He can.
The African team.
Because then once you play for,
I don't know how this shit works.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Tim Duncan do that? He played for Team USA and then he played for the Bahamas, Virgin Islands or something. Kyrie played for Australia. USA and he played for Australia.
He played for Australia?
He's eligible because he's a
citizen.
Yeah. Correct. Australian citizen. Because his dad played pro ball over there.
Okay, so
so that's
well, then I don't like that. Don't be switching teams.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't.
Don't be switching teams.
So essentially, will Giannis be able to just play for Team USA?
That's why I don't like. That means all the NBA players could play for Team USA. All of them, the other countries. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. I like you playing for your team.
Your country, yeah. I get you.
Play for your country.
But he doesn't play for. Well, I get it.
But
he's Nigerian, but he plays for Greece. Greek freak.
He was born in Greece.
No, I thought he was born in Nigeria.
Yeah.
The younger boys, his younger son, his younger brothers.
I thought he was like Nigerian, like his parents and everybody from Nigeria.
No, they migrated to Greece. But
they don't call me no Greek freak, nigga. I'm not Greek.
But I mean, that's where he got his
marketing. That's the brand, Greek freak.
Exactly.
I'm Nigerian freak, nigga. You from Nigeria?
The Nigerian night.
Hey, bro.
Nigerian night.
Nigerian night.
I mean, but if you found this episode to be dope, like, subscribe. Again, hit the link in the bio. This is Run the Point. This is DJ.
Ron.
Serge.
And we out here, man. Peace.
Word.